Your problem isn't with women having it easier. Your problem should be you and other men. How do you look better than the next man? And like, I just don't agree with a lot of things this guy's saying in this video. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I came across the video titled "Why It's Harder for Men to Look Good," and this video just touched me in the wrong way because it's really playing into that area where men don't really take responsibility for what they need to do to look better.
Have you ever noticed that it's fairly rare to see a good looking man? Whereas if you look at like girls, like there's fairly good looking girls you see down the streets, but you don't really see that in the other gender.
Well, could that be because, my boy, you're not gay? Could that be because of the fact that you're looking more so for attractive women than attractive men? If you're a guy, you are inherently looking for women. Like, I don't go on the street looking at men to see if they're attractive, unless if they're strikingly attractive.
What do you mean by that?
I think women's job is to look for attractive men, and your job as a man is to look for attractive women. So this argument, this thing that he's saying is already flawed from the beginning, and he has some good points in the video. I don't want to just shit on him, but that's my point of contention right there.
And I think this is because it's actually harder to look good as a man compared to a woman. Being a Chad has a lot of failure points. Like if you don't have this or you don't have that, then you're kind of out of the Chad category. It's pretty damn unforgiving.
There are women in this world who are more attractive, like on the Chad level, and then there are women who aren't on the Chad level. And this is something that can be attributed to any part of society, right? There are always going to be men that are more attractive and then men who are not as attractive. It's always so easy to try to fight the opposite gender. It's so easy to go there and try to say women have it this way and I don't. This is just complaining logic, man. If you're a man, your problem isn't with women having it easier to look good. Your problem should be you and other men. How do you look better than the next man? How do you go out there and put on enough muscle or just work hard enough to put yourself in a better position than the next man? That is your problem to think about. Your problem isn't going out there and comparing yourself to women, guys. Men and women are different. There are standards for men that should be upheld. There are standards for women that should be upheld. If a woman was making this video, she would have a completely different idea of what it means to be attractive. She would say men actually have it easier.
The thing that's probably coming to your mind right now is height, right? A lot of like dating apps have like women that will have in their bio that don't swipe right if you're under this height.
So he's talking about height. He's talking about like one of the biggest part of men's insecurity, right? And this has been pushed on us by social media. Now, guys, I'm a 5'8" guy. I'm not tall in any way. I'm not even the average height. And yes, I can get girls, but I can't get the girls that don't care about my height. Okay, and there's a lot of girls out there in the world that will like you. There can even be tall girls that will like you and not care about your height. We try to make ourselves so much different than women, but at the end of the day, we're extremely similar. As a guy, there's a reason you don't give a fuck that much about a girl's height. There's a huge reason you don't. And same way you don't care, that's the same way how women don't care, right? Things that are pushed on the internet that much don't really mean that's how it is in society. I think this question is really good for people that are tall, especially guys, and see exactly if their height is everything, right? They know for sure that their height helps them, but they understand that there are other things that makes them attractive. It's not just their height. If a guy is tall competing with another guy that is tall, he knows he has to work on other things, and that will never go away. No matter if you're tall or you're short, you still have to improve. You can't just rely on the fact that you're short and that makes you somehow not able to compete or go out there and get women, guys. Being short is the least concern. It's the least thing you should be concerned about. Why? Because you don't have any control over it. Guys who are tall have to struggle to actually get girls. Nobody is born perfect, all right? And those people are the top 1.1%, and they still have problems. They still have issues. They still have things they want to work on. You are always going to have things that you can work on. You got to focus on those things that you can and not focus on things that you can't. God, give me the serenity to accept that which I can't change, the courage to change that which I can, and the wisdom to know the difference.
Usually like 6 foot, right? But you never see a man discriminate average or short women. Like that's just not really a thing.
That's just not really a thing. Have you you know, because you haven't seen it, are you just gonna say that's not really a thing? Or because, oh, social media pushes this one thing more, that's, you know, that's gonna be the consensus? I'm sure on the other side of this, there are women saying, hey, guys don't want to come talk to me because I'm tall. Taller guys don't want to come talk to me because I'm 4'9". And like, bro, people go through things. I get it is a YouTube video, so you're sharing this perspective.
There's a lot of ways that a woman can look good, but there's like a cookie cutter mold that you have to fit through as a man to be a good-looking guy.
If that is your perspective, this is where the problem's coming in. If you think that there is only a certain way you can improve as a man, that's where your issue lies, guys. You have so many ways that you can improve as a man. You have money, you have looks, you have height if you're younger and you can actually grow, you have ambition, you have mouthpiece. Like, there's so many ways to improve as a man compared to a girl where it's basically only your looks, and if you don't have the looks, you're fucked. This argument is literally flipped. This is just sad man talk. Dude, I'm sorry you made a good video. You have a channel that's way better than mine. But I'm telling you right now, this is flipped. Women have way less things to actually improve on compared to men. Men have so much ways to improve themselves. Oh my God. You can go to a club and you can win off height. You can go to a club, you can win off of body. You can go to a club, you can win off of a mouthpiece. You can go to a club, you can win off of money. You can go to a club and win off of having cool shoes, having drip, having a nice cheek. You can go to a club and win off that. A girl can go to a club and have all the money in the world. If that girl don't look good, she ain't getting the attention that she should be getting.
Body composition. If you're an overweight man, it's kind of a death sentence for your looks. A lot of your looks as a man is really determined by having a lean body composition.
This is all about where you grew up. This is all about who you are as a person, what you value. Some people out there only value the way they look, and that in and of itself can be a problem. If you base all your value off of the amount of muscle that you have, the way that you look in the gym, your body fat percentage, if that's what you base your value off of, that is how you're going to approach girls. That's how you're going to interact with girls. That's going to be your value system. What happens if you don't have that, but you're basing your entire value system off of that? You're gonna feel insecure. There's nothing wrong with going to the gym and working out and being a really fit individual. That can definitely help you, but if that becomes your sole value system, you're going to use it as a way to count yourself out of a lot of opportunities.
All the masculine features you have are contingent on you being lean. You know, you can't see your abdominal muscles if you're not lean. You can't see your cap delts.
So how about being tall? That's a masculine feature. You don't have to be lean for that. All right, so you're telling the guy that's 6'3" right now watching your video that, hey bro, all your masculine features, no. Dude is tall, dude is cooling. He already has some masculine feature about him, right? What if a guy just has a natural deep voice, right? Dude, like, it's not all about him being lean. Dude is cooling. What if a guy knows how to talk to girls? Isn't that another kind of masculine feature? He's cool and he's confident in himself. A guy could be 5'2" and still have that deep, nice masculine voice and that mouthpiece. What does that have to do with being lean? Guys, there's so many ways. A guy could be 4'11" and be rich as shit. What does that have to do with being lean? Right? You feel me? Like, there are so many factors to being attractive as a man, and the goal is to bring as many of those together, especially the ones that you have control over.
Frankly, women just look better at a higher body fat percentage than men. Since a lot of female dimorphism, being chubby or fat or overweight doesn't take away from it. A girl doesn't really need to have a sharp jawline or hollow cheeks. And in fact, like, if we're talking about like the actual body, like hips, ass, and breasts, right? Higher body fat can often just improve these areas, as long as the waist is relatively small, right?
Dude, that gotta be the most man way of putting it. Do you know how girls struggle with like body fat situation? Do you know how insecure girls can be because of their bodies and where the fat is? Maybe she has too much fat on her stomach. Maybe the fat is somewhere that she doesn't like in her arms. Girls struggle with like fat issues a lot, you know, and guys do too. Like, guys actually sometimes are praised to have dad bods. There are so many ways you could put this, and like, I just don't agree with a lot of things this guy's saying in this video.
Check out this girl. She's probably over 250 pounds, and yet despite that, She has flawless skin. Like, it literally looks like she's never had a pimple or blackhead in her entire life. There is no way an obese man would have skin this good.
Bro, could it be because of the fact that she has makeup on? If a fat dude could wear makeup and look good, do you not think he would? Like, guys, go in the comments and say, Zor, you're dumbass. This guy is speaking the truth. You don't know anything about people. I get that. I am dumb. I'm stupid. I am the issue here. But I think my IQ is more than 79, Greg. Fucking fuck. My IQ is high enough to understand that a fat girl has to put more effort into her face than a fat man.
Look how bad my skin is. Clearly my body does not like me being overweight.
Mental illness is contagious.
Guys, I'm gonna have to keep it real. My camera messed up, but go and watch this video. It's a really good video from this channel right here. Let me know what you think in the comment. Without further ado, peace out. Bye bye. More content to come.